Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Liz and this is Let's Get Lizical, where we do everything card making. And this year we're going to start off by making some thank you cards because I have a bunch to make, which I'll explain in a bit. But basically, because I have so many to make, I'm not going to make them all today. I might just make one of each color, but I picked some kind of pastel-y colors to do backgrounds with. She's going to do them on some white card bases. Of course, I'm going to cut out my honeybee frames, because why not? And then I'm going to be using two different sets, because I want the sentiment from this one, which is the BB Cool Cat from MFT, came out years ago, but it says, "Thank you for being there when I needed you." But I wanted to use this little kitty cat here on this Hello Bluebird set. This is a 9 live set. I think it came out a couple years ago, and I had to have it. Like, the shipping from Hello Bluebird was crazy expensive at the time too, and as much as I love their images, I really don't want to spend an extra $30 in shipping to Canada. So I've only ordered there a few times, but their images are so adorable. I love them so much. And this set is perfect, because what I hate about critter sets, especially with cats and dogs, is when they put these extra lines in here for you to color. Like, even these like stripes, like, I would prefer they're not there. Some of them I did do some stamp surgery on. I think I did it on these ones. Yeah, I can tell, but I actually cut away these lines just using like a cuticle trimmer. I did this a long time ago, but I do not want these lines here because I don't want it to specifically have to be a cat with like spots and stuff. I want to be able to color any cat any way I want, usually to coordinate with the cat of the person I'm giving it to. For now, I'm going to coordinate it with my nephew's favorite plushie at the moment, which is a black cat that he named Kiki, which is the same name as my cat, and she's black. So basically we're going to be coloring a bunch of little Kikis, and then I was thinking the little fish that the cat is holding we can coordinate with these the background color. And then I'm also going to just keep it plain and simple, and because I need to do so many of these, I'm going to ink blend like a spot on the card behind it, potentially. I might just leave it. I don't mind if my images are kind of like floating on the card, especially because I'm going to ground it with a sentiment underneath. So I was kind of thinking, let's try to lay it out here. That I would do like the sentiment, and then put the cat on top kind of thing. Like, I was going to ink blend like a darker version of this in the background behind it. I still might. Maybe I'll do one to see how it goes. But I did pick up some like kind of slightly darker coordinating colors with these from my Positively Saturated. I went very dark with the yellow because I am stamping yellow on yellow. So again, I'll see how that goes. If it doesn't go well, I might switch to like a gray or something. I was going to try to keep them a bit more tonal, but at the same time the cat's going to be like colored and darker, so we'll see. So yeah, so I'm going to do my stamping of my sentiments in these colors on these panels after I get them cut out, and then I will color all of my images. So I will just switch over to a voiceover for now, give you a little bit more context, and show you how I'm going to make these cards. So to start off, apologies, I am still a little stuffy, and this cold is just like my nose right now. I'm not like coughing or anything too much, and if I am, it's probably because of my nose and I'm sniffing a lot, but yeah, so again, I sound a little stuffy, but we'll start a little bit on the cards here. So I just started to cut my full 8.5 by 11 sheets into A2 size panels, and I'm just going to cut the panels out of that with the A2 deckled edge frames from Honeybee. I don't care that it's wasting a little bit of cardstock because it's really only probably an inch in total length and width for the sheet, so it's fine. I can go with the recycling bin. And again, I'm just going to do one of each color for now. And if I was going to do these, like all the panels at once, like I would do all the yellows, all the blues, all the purples, just so I didn't have to switch between colors and stuff when I was stamping. But again, for now, I'm just going to do one of each to show you guys, and then I'll do the rest of them off camera. But the reason I'm making these cards is because we're not starting off 2026 in the best of news, but my 5.5-year-old nephew was diagnosed with leukemia just before Christmas, and we had just a bunch of people help out with stuff. My sister's sister-in-law on her man's side decided to start a GoFundMe, and people donated to that, and just to help out with, you know, bills back and forth to the hospital because they were staying with him while he was there every day. He's home now, thankfully, and he's doing outpatient treatments, which will go on for a bit, 6 to 8 months or something like that, just for the chemo. And then for other things, it'll be like a few-year process. He'll be fine, but it's going to take time. But we had, again, a bunch of people donate money to help. We had people donate food meals for them while they were at the hospital, just like quick stuff they could reheat. Per my sister's dart team and ladies at the Legion in the town that we're from helped out with like gas cards and money and stuff for her to help out. So yeah, so I thought I would make a bunch of thank you cards for her to give away when she's ready, and to the people that helped out. This is, again, my nephew's favorite little stuffed animal at the moment. He has a little black cat named Kiki that he got, I believe, from somebody in the hospital, but don't hold me to that, I'm not sure. And I just thought I would like pick a couple of colors to do them in, just so they weren't all exactly the same. And I will probably need to make at least 3 or 4 dozen of these. And I'm going to probably do a few special ones specifically for, you know, the caregivers at the hospital, and just a few other people who donated a bit more. I feel like they should get something a little bit, not better necessarily, but something different. So I will work on those eventually as well. But they're just kind of like little thank you cards to give away to the people who have helped over the last couple of weeks, and will probably continue to do so throughout the process. Like, even people in my circle of friends donated. They don't even know my sister or my nephew, but they know I talk about them a lot. So it's been very heartwarming, and I just want you guys to know that you're all appreciated. So I'm not going to link it or anything. I'm not asking for money. I'm just kind of giving an update on what's going on and why I'm making these cards. And I'll provide updates here and there, but probably not too many. I don't want to get like too personal on this channel. That's not what this channel's meant for. I do kind of give you guys things here and there, but you know, I'm not here to tell you my life story. I am here to show you how to make cards. So we will continue to do that, of course. These cards are actually super cute and would make really nice like baby cards, I feel like, especially in these colorways. And with this cat image kind of like playing with the toy because it's a little like childlike. You could put like a welcome baby or something underneath that, especially if the recipient was into cats or had cats or whatever. And they would be good for that purpose as well. You would obviously have to use a different sentiment, but I think that goes the same for the New Year's card that I made. Like, it's very, I think, baby card to me almost. just because like the elephant and the balloons and stuff. Again, it was a New Year's card in similar colors to this. I think this might be my color palette for this year. We'll see. My first 4 cards ended up in these 3 colors. I think I used a more teal on my New Year's card, but this one's the bluer shade that I kind of used in the background of the same card. And I will try not to do too many of these. Again, they look like they could be baby cards, but they're not. But that just depends on the color palettes that you choose, which is another thing I kind of wanted to talk about in my yearly recap, but I didn't get around to it. I have so many things I have planned for this year, but not planned at the same time. I need to sit down and plan my videos, which I've not yet done. Last year I did it all before the end of 2024. For 2025, I had the majority of my videos planned. And I would like to do that again this year for the full year, as much as possible. I have a bunch of ideas, a bunch of things I want to do, and I would like to jot them down, but my notes are chaos right now, and they're like just spread everywhere. I have ideas on my phone lists, I have ideas written on pieces of paper in notebooks, and I just want to like compile them all together, get them planned out, get which like digital stamps I want to design, which pattern papers I want to design, and stuff like that. Get going on that. We will have a launch next week, which the stamp set is already designed for. I just need to do the pattern papers, which won't take too long. They'll be fairly simple-ish, like Valentine's theme patterns that go with the set that I did, which again is a creepy Valentine kind of thing, which you'll see next week. I'm super excited about. Again, it's just like a cute little set. It's only like 1 image with some add-ons and like 4 sentiments. There's one where 2 of them are the same, but I added something in it just to fill it up a little bit more, like another image. And then there's 2 other sentiments on top of that. I included cut files for those sentiments. That way when you print them, you can also cut them out on your Cricut or Scan and Cut or whatever you're using. I'm going to try it on the Scan and Cut. I know I should be able to print it on my printer, scan it through my scanner, and then place the SVG cut, well, the FCM cut file. I'll have to convert it from SVG in my program, but I will have to see how I do that on my Scan and Cut. It shouldn't be too hard because there is a preview screen, but it might just take some fiddling around and just making sure that my sentiments print straight on the paper, or if I need to compensate, angle the paper a little bit. Sometimes when my printer prints, it prints a little bit on an angle. But anyway, just to finish off these cards, I added some sequins just to fill in the space a bit. I probably could have moved the image and sentiment up a little bit to center it a little bit more, but I like things usually a little bit lower on the card, so I decided to add some clear confetti bits, which, you know, adds a little spice to the cards as well. But yeah, so those are pretty much our cards for today, guys, and our first video for 2026. Stay tuned for next Friday's video, and I will be back with a new release. So until then, hope you guys have a great week, and see you in a bit. Bye!